Hello everyone, and welcome to the Digitization Department experience. Some people say digitization is boring. Wrong. It's electric. It's like watching a caterpillar become a butterfly if the butterfly was a PDF. Today, we will follow the heroic journey of a patron request as it travels through the depths of the library. Think of it like Lord of the Rings, except instead of a ring, it's a stack of old photos. And instead of Mordor, it's Windows 10. Let's begin our epic quest. In this video, we'll guide you through the complete journey of a patron request and show how it becomes a polished digital file. The process begins as soon as a request is submitted. Our team reviews it for clarity, handling needs, and any copyright considerations. Once approved, materials are gathered, inspected, and carefully prepared for safe scanning. Next, the items move into the digitization stage, where specialized equipment is used to capture high-quality images while preserving the integrity of the originals. Afterward, each file goes through a detailed quality control check to ensure accuracy, readability, and proper metadata. When everything is verified, the final product is packaged, delivered, and made accessible to the patron. Throughout this video, we'll share our observations and recommendations for improving efficiency across the workflow. A patron fills out a form and sends it in. This is the moment hope is born. Dreams are alive. History is calling. Unfortunately, about 30% of these forms are missing crucial information. And when I say crucial, I mean the kind of information that makes the difference between success and chaos. But that's okay. We love mysteries here. Keeps things spicy, like a documentary, but with more scanning. A request appears in the system, and the digitization team springs into action like librarians with capes. We hunt down details. We decode handwriting from the year 1873. We email. We wait. Sometimes we wait again. And eventually, like magic, or like a really organized spreadsheet, the files come together. Pages are scanned, folders are named perfectly, legends are born. And in the end, a patron gets their digitized document and thinks, wow. But we think, mission accomplished. History is now our problem. Requests come in all forms: photos, slides, historic documents, oversized materials, or digital files. Some are tiny, some are huge, some look like they were stored in a drawer since the invention of electricity. The digitization team receives the ticket and immediately goes into analysis mode. We review the details, we ask the important questions: what is it? Where did it come from? And is it going to fall apart when we touch it? Next, we determine what tools are needed for the job: flatbed scanner, camera setup, special lighting, a very steady hand, and an even steadier soul. Each project is different, and every request is a new surprise. But one thing never changes. From the moment that ticket comes in, this team makes it their mission to turn fragile originals into clean, digital masterpieces. Because here, we don't just scan history, we save it. Next, the team goes on a treasure hunt, into the archives, into the vaults, into the random drawer someone put things in years ago and never told anyone about. Sometimes the materials are simple, like photos, easy, friendly. They just sit there and behave. Sometimes they are enormous maps that require 3 people, a prayer, and a chiropractor. We unfold them like we're disarming a bomb, slowly, carefully. One wrong move, and suddenly we're in 1893 and crying. And for fragile items, gloves on, very serious, very delicate, like holding a baby made of dust. Every item gets assessed before anything happens. Is it brittle? Is it faded? Does it look like it might turn into crumbs if we breathe too hard? If something is too fragile, we adjust. We change the setup. We change the lighting. We change our emotional state. Because this isn't just scanning. This is protection. This is preservation. This is history in our hands. Some pieces were folded for decades. Some have never seen light. Some haven't been touched since flip phones were cool. But every item, no matter how old or weird or mysteriously sticky, gets the same treatment: respect, care, and maybe a whispered apology if we move it too fast. By the time the materials make it to the scanner or camera, the team has already done the hardest part. They found it, they saved it, they didn't sneeze, and that is the real victory. Each item must be scanned at the right resolution, because scanning isn't just pushing buttons, it's problem solving, it's precision, it's quiet heroism with really good posture. And that is how history becomes a file, because if the resolution is too low, the image looks like it was taken with a potato. And if it's too high, the file becomes so large that it could legally be considered its own planet. Every setting matters: brightness, contrast, color balance. One wrong adjustment, and suddenly an old map looks like it was printed in the year 3025.
So whatever, there might be issues with the scans themselves, and they may need to be redone because like there's a hair on the scanner or little things like that.
Yeah.
A whole project could need to be redone if that attention to detail is missed a little bit.
QC also takes forever. Someone else has to QC, and if someone else is not in, then no one will be able to like QC it. And then we put it in like a staging area and wait for another staff member to look at it. So it's like a second thing of QC, and if they're not in, then it takes just even longer. Like truly it can take like 2 weeks. Wow. It's bad. Currently we have like a backlog of things that are not even in Preservica yet. We've just given it back to the curators and said, here.
There is no mercy here, only standards, only excellence, because once this file is released into the world, it represents the team, and history deserves better than close enough. They also rename files, which sounds simple, but is somehow not. You'll see things like Photo 001, Final, Real Final, This One. And yes, we've all been there. Then comes metadata, also known as the Google Maps of the library world. It includes titles, dates, subjects, and creators. It's how future humans will know what they're looking at, instead of guessing wildly. Once the metadata is added, the files finally make sense. They're searchable, they're organized, they look professional, and not like they were named at 2 a.m.
This is right here, and our standard is listed amongst these many. And yeah, so we apply the standard so that it is easier for people to find things, and that is the simplest way that I could put it.
While shadowing the department, we made some critical observations, but in the spirit of optimism, let's call them win-win-win situations. First, form issues. Some requests arrive fully completed and crystal clear, others not so much. Some forms lack details, like a lot of details, like, hi, please digitize stuff. And we love stuff, but we also love knowing which stuff. Second, inconsistent workflow. We notice different people do the same job in different ways. Not wrong ways, just different ways. It's kind of like jazz, improvisational, creative, but also slower. Third, file naming and organization. There are approximately 47 ways to name a file, and we are positive we witnessed all 47. Some files were clean and clear, some were mysterious, and some looked like someone gave up halfway through typing. Fourth, the machines only work on Windows 10. Yes, the future is here. But also, it's Windows 10. It works, it's reliable, but it definitely reminds you what year it is. And finally, documentation. There were guides, instructions, notes. Some of them were updated, some of them were historic artifacts themselves. So these aren't problems, they're opportunities. Opportunities to improve communication, consistency, and efficiency. And just like every great organization, this one is already well on its way.
It doesn't take very long. Post-processing takes forever, but I just started writing code for that yesterday, and it's doing it automatically, and I'm really excited about that.
Imagine if your computer cropped images for you. Imagine if it gently whispered, hey buddy, this one's blurry, try again. That's AI, the future, and not the scary robot kind. Adding required fields, drop-downs, and step-by-step instructions could solve most mysteries before they even start. Less detective work, more digitization, everyone wins, one workflow, one method, one ring to rule them all. No more guessing how someone else does things, just clarity, consistency, peace.
This can never see the light of day. This cannot, this part cannot see the light of day.
This is not the thing. Right.